Fidelity cars, be advised in reference to the call 2947 Mansfield Drive. We are switching over to the right channel.
A shot rang out on the August heat, nowhere to run, no shelter keeps. The fire burned again, hands are buried in the sand. Rats sliding, oars forsaken, bodies locked and balance shaking. Catatomically programmed for a little for the plan. But we will sleep, no peace will keep. Riots in the streets, out in the misery. Found a warrior trained to life with a heartbeat falling to a right. Restless and feeling tan, not about the trigger fan.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Yeah, we're shaking, guys. How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio. That is our Instagram. It's DEAF2 Radio. Make sure you guys follow us there. Also, follow us on our Discord. It's a great way to connect with the community a bit more, with Lost in Vegas more, and just in general. If you're a music lover, it's a great community just to kind of get your little talks and conversations going. The information for both will be in the description.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds or so of your song in front of one of our up-and-coming videos, get you some exposure. Or if you got a full song that you would like us to react to, we can definitely get you hooked up on that as well. All the information, as we have said, is down below. All right, man, so we are getting to Guns N' Roses, man, Civil War. And that is from where, George?
And that's from Discord. Let's get back to Discord. And shout out to Luis Paulo, I believe, for putting this poll up. Luis, we just did a joint from you, if I'm not mistaken. We did a poll up, rather, for The Day That Never Comes from Metallica, Luis, if I'm not mistaken as well. You know, so shout out to you, man. This is another shout out to you for putting that poll up for Guns N' Roses and everybody, of course, that voted on the poll. Make sure you guys join Discord, and that's a good way to get involved with these selections that we end up doing, man. So Guns N' Roses, we've done a few. I think we did Coma, which we got a copyright strike for Coma. I remember that. That hurt my heart. And that made us not ever want to go back to Guns N' Roses. So we did that one. And we've done Night Train. And I could have swore we did another Guns N' Roses song. I can't believe we've only done two. I know we've heard other Guns N' Roses songs, you know what I mean, outside of actual reactions. But Night Train and Coma, which, you know, we don't have up anymore because of the copyright strike. I think, you know, me or Ryan, one of us just deleted the shit. Like, fuck them. But let's get into it, man. We rocking with this one. This is off of what album? This came out in 1991 off of the Use Your Illusion 2 album by Guns N' Roses. So apparently we haven't, I guess this is one of those bands where we feel like we've had more experience with them than we actually have on the channel, because I guess we've heard some songs.
Their name is just fucking polarizing.
Right. But we've heard songs, though. We've heard like some songs, I think a decent amount of songs in passing from them. So I think that's what it is. It's hard to believe we've only done a few. So yeah, let's, well over this. A good choice for Luis. Let's get into it. Guns N' Roses, Civil War.
What we've got here is
Sounded like she didn't know what was recording.
failure to communicate. Some men you
That sounds
just
familiar.
can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do.
That's like an old Western or some shit.
Look at your young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying. The way they've always
Like that.
done
Nice.
before.
Yeah. It sounds good. Not what I expected. Guns N' Roses.
Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading. The way we've always done before.
My hands are tied.
Oh, there we go.
Billions here from side to side, and the wars go on with bring on pride for the love of God and our human rights. And all these things are swept aside
for a minute. That shit is nasty. I love those guitar riffs, man. That one, the way that sounds, those long, powerful riffs, man. Those motherfuckers get me every single time.
That's why I was laughing, because I could
Jesus.
just hear it. And I'm like, yeah,
That
this
shit is nasty right there. I don't know what the song's gonna do from here. I hope they stay right in this groove. But man, that sounds so nasty, man.
It sounds great.
Jesus.
We love. Both of us were kind of both commenting on the intro to the song as well. I mean, I love how they built this up. There was some piano work, I think, in there.
Yep.
In addition to some good bass work and almost, I think you had mentioned maybe a Western sounding thing. The song's called Civil War. And I'm gonna get into it because that sounds so familiar. I might have to Google it. That da-dum, 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 da-dum. I don't know if that's a Civil War, because the song's called Civil War, so I don't know if that's in relation to like a Civil War marching song. Anyways, the way they built it into them nasty, how they dropped in with those long, hard guitar riffs, nasty. I'm great. I'm right with you there, bro.
Yeah, let's run that back just a little bit.
This might be number one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? From what we've heard from them.
Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading.
Piano work gives it a nice ambiance.
It's done before.
Oh yeah, my hands are tied. The billions shift from side to side, and the wars go on with brainwash pride for the love of God and our human rights, and all these things I can't deny, and washed away by a genocide. And history hides the lies of our civil war.
Well, black on bed when they shot the man who said peace could last forever. And in my first memories, they shot Kennedy. I went numb when I learned to see, so I never fell for Vietnam. We got the wall of disease to remind us all that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hands. When everybody's fighting for the promised land. I don't need a civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor.
Yeah. Hey.
The power hungry selling soldiers in a human grocery store. Ain't that bread?
Ain't that right?
I don't need a civil war. Look at the shoes you're filling.
This is a good ass song.
They're killing it.
We can take a little break. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
this is a
modded
good
this
ass
one.
song. This is
Yeah.
a good ass song. I love the way it sounds musically, but I'm also enamored by the subject matter. You know, he's talking about war, and he's like, all we need is a civil war, meaning all of these things are happening as it pertains to the land of the free, right? And everyone, freedom comes at a cost. And specifically, he said that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hands, and everybody's fighting for the promised land. Sometimes you can question that, right? You know what I mean? When you don't really have control of what decisions that are made, right? So are you really free? Is kind of the way I'm taking that line. So I love that. On top of what the nasty ass musicianship and the guitar work, man,
Shout out
it's
to Slash,
just
too.
oh my god. And I like the hard, powerful riffs with the softness, right? I love that. We always talk about that, right? When you go powerful riffs, brings it back to like a soft melody, you know what I mean? And then transition back into those hard riffs. I think this is a good ass song all around the
Across
board.
the board.
Yeah, they
Because
bodying this
I don't
shit.
have much to add to that. Shout out. You know, the funny thing is I've given Axl Rose some shit about his voice in the past. Kind of like a decrepit old man. I think I said he sounded like a decrepit old man. I don't mind it here. And I don't know if it's just because the music is just right. They have the right riffs. And the subject matter is interesting to me as well. But his voice is not distracting me at all. I think it works. There's a line that I wanted to point out as well where he said, I think it was in the first verse, if I'm not mistaken, where he said, the billions shift from side to side and the wars go on with brainwashed pride. I thought that was a really well-written line. I don't want to get into that because I don't want it to be this big political sort of, clash in the comments. But, it's like, do you know what you're really fighting for is how I'll end it there. Sometimes, when you say brainwashed pride, everyone's just sort of, you see people sometimes they're so ultra patriotic, and we've seen from prior wars where after the war is over and after the sort of bloodshed and all that has happened, and even the way that some of our veterans are sort of treated, we're looking like, interesting. What was that war actually about? What did we gain from it? What did what progress came from it?
And at what cost?
And at what cost, right? And did we even take care of ourselves? So, that just makes me think of that. We won't go into detail about that because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. But I just thought that was a really well-written line. It's rocking. Let's keep it going. Great choice to everybody that voted on this one. Shout out to Luis for putting this on the poll. Let's keep it going.
You're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the world we're killing. The way we've always done before. Look in the dark we followed. Look at the leaders we followed. Look at the lies we've swallowed. And I don't wanna hear no more.
Yeah, that shit is. Man, this is disgusting, man. Yeah. This shit is fucking off the Richter scale. This is like super playlist for me.
This
man.
is playlist.
My God, this sounds so fucking dope, man. And it's not a lot of times that I hear songs, man. And this is gonna be a little secret that I don't think I've ever said this to you guys, but I'm gonna say it. There's not many songs, man, that I love all the way through.
Yeah, I get you.
Know what I mean?
I get
There's
you.
even songs that I really, really like a lot. I don't know if I love everything about it.
Yep.
I can still pick some shit that I'm like, yeah, I really didn't like that. But this shit was hot, but I didn't like that. This shit all the way through, I feel like they're bodying this,
they are
man.
crushing this song,
I'm like,
man.
oh my God. Even the transitions and bringing this initial group, because I was hoping that they were going to bring this back at some point in time, and oh my God, the transitions in the middle. And this part I love though. I love the way this part coming out of that soft, but look at the what is it? I don't know what he's saying there. I got the lyrics in front of me and I'm not even reading.
Look at the young men dying,
That's
looking
what
at
he
the women
said, yeah.
crying or something like that.
Yeah.
As a result of war. Yep.
Exactly. But I love the way that sounds. And then he comes out of, he didn't say yeah, but the intensity of his voice as the guitar work comes in and oh my God.
I actually like his vocals on this.
Yeah,
I do. Let the record show that on this particular one, I like Axl Rose's
Y'all
vocals.
fucking knock this one out the park.
This
I
just
love
rocks.
this song. This song Super playlist.
Yeah, let me shout out Dizzy Reed on the keys too. You know what I mean? Me and Ryan were
Yeah.
talking about that. The piano, because I don't know if I've heard of, maybe Guns N' Roses always has piano in their music. I don't know. But I think the piano work here is just tastefully done. I think it really does. I think Ryan had mentioned the ambiance. I think it really
man.
just
Jesus.
adds a bit more depth to it. So it rocks. I love the softer parts. I like the way Axl Rose's voice sounds in the softer parts, leading into what I think you guys all know that we're typically gonna like, right? Those harder riffs. Let's keep it going, man. That's the one I'm in. That's the third one. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah,
right? All of them. But it was the da, right? They hit
That's
you with
that was a knockout blow.
Yeah, but that one, but the third,
that was like, you know,
arrangement of riffs. Ba, 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 da. Yeah,
that was you out of here.
That's what I was actually talking about. Yeah,
that was you out of here. The other ones was nasty.
We was on wobbly legs though. We was on wobbly legs, boy. But that third, ba, 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 ba,
Yeah, that's out of
it was
there.
just a slight little change, a little variation. They didn't need that though. But it was still just, yeah, let me pull that back.
Look at the shoes you're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the
Yeah, that's
world we're killing.
Nope.
The way we've always done before. Look in the dark we followed. Look at the leaders we followed. Look at the lies we've swallowed. And I don't wanna hear no more.
And how many solos is this fucking Slash having this motherfucker? That's how you make a fucking rock song. That's how you do it. Yeah, right there on the motherfucker. Look at that. Yeah, and he is jamming both. That's so good.
I was wondering.
They killed it. Yeah. That's how you make a fucking song. That's how you make a fucking song.
That was great. Really great.
That's how you do it.
And that was 7 minutes. That shit went Like, and that was like, had we
What's
not
so
stopped
civil
it,
about war
that shit
anyway?
felt like even
Yeah.
shorter. Yeah. Oh man, atmosphere in there, just wonderful. Yeah, that was awesome.
They destroyed that.
Yeah.
That's how you make a fucking song. Metal, rock, whatever the fuck you want to call it, what to classify it as. They destroyed this fucking song. I would probably put this song, and I know I'm coming in hot. That's one of the best songs I think I've heard on the channel, bro.
It's a great song.
They killed that.
It really
and,
is.
And one of the and not only one of the best songs that I've heard on the channel, but one of the songs that hit me the most on the channel. There's not been a whole ton of those. You know what I mean? Some songs, I mean, there's a lot of songs that I like, but not a lot of songs that I'm like, that shit is off the chain. Alice in Chains was like that for me, right? When I heard that, I was like, my God, it just had such an impact on me. Like, man, not only does it sound good, but I just truly like that song a lot. And I like the way it just gives me an emotional response. They, from beginning to end, I cannot stress this enough, man. That's how you fucking do it. How many fucking solos did Slash have in this?
Slash, shout out to Slash.
My
man.
God.
He was
I mean,
cooking.
it sounded like 3 to me, but maybe that's just part of the chorus that he was playing, but it sounded like a solo. Every single time he was playing, sounded like a solo. To his credit, if every time this motherfucker is doing, you know, playing during the chorus, it sounds like this motherfucker's improvising on a fucking solo, that is nasty. And it still stayed within the constructs of the song, in my opinion. Man, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I just love this song from the beginning to the end, how they were able to do it,
Crushed
the
it.
transitions, the pianos that George, you mentioned. I was really I heard them, but after you said it, I was really trying to pay attention to that because the
Reed.
groove is so nasty. Yeah, I mean, everyone did their fucking thing, man. This shit is off the fucking chain. If they got any other songs that is anywhere remotely close, this might be the creme de la creme, though.
Best song I've heard from Guns
My
N' Roses.
God.
It worked very close. I got to let me not say that. Let me not jump out the window. But it is gonna be. I can assure you, it'll be very close to the best song that I've heard from Guns N' Roses. Man, this was excellent. I want to shout out Duff McKagan on the bass too, because
Yeah.
there's some bass, especially at the beginning when they were building.
Yeah. Yep.
Before it kind of dropped into those hard riffs, there was some really nice bass work going on. Slash again, Steven Adler, nice little tasty fills in the drum from what I could hear. Dizzy Reed, he was going off at the end too. on those piano keys while Slash was soloing.
Yeah, like.
If you weren't paying attention to that, make sure you rewind the song back or the reaction back and really listen to that key work to carry the song out. Yeah, that boom, when you know that boom comes, you know shit is getting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Even Axl, I love the way he sounded. Yeah, I love the vocals on it, the way he approached it. He was all civil war. I mean, the way he was able to stretch those words out. And I'm like, yeah, they're just bodying it.
I do want to point some out. Yeah, we did another song called Patience from them. I knew it was something because I was like, I remember saying something about Axl Rose's voice that bothered me. Like, it was really bothering me in this song. And I think that this was more of a ballad, if I'm not mistaken, Patience. And it really, like, stuck out like a sore thumb where I just didn't like his vocals. And I was like, because I remember saying, like, I don't like his vocals at all. I actually think I said it fucked the song up. So for him to go from that to this, because I think that it worked well with those powerful riffs. And even in the verses, he didn't sound as sort of, I don't know, kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West or some shit like that from Wizard of Oz. Like that, it was calm. He's, it's like almost like his normal natural speaking voice with a slight melody to it, right? Look at the young man dying. Like, so I love the bass that he had in his voice there. And then when it got to the Wicked Witch of the West, like that little tone that I don't like from him, it had those powerful riffs to sort of mask it so it didn't bother me. That's just kind of what I'm trying to compartmentalize, like, because I was like, I really didn't like his vocals before, but it works so well, the vocals so well in this song. So shout out to Axl Rose. Slash was playing his ass off.
Yep.
I really enjoyed the solos. Dizzy Reed on the keys, Steven Adler on the drums, the bass work. Excellent song, start to finish, man. Playlist for me.
Yeah, man.
Damn show playlist for Ryan.
Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
if they got anything else like this, I mean,
Yeah.
you can go back to the polls. Everybody on them damn polls, man.
Y'all been
crushed
killing it. Y'all been
and I'm gonna
killing
keep it
it.
real. I fucked up because this is the second highest voting.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't even see it.
I noticed that through the reaction. I was like, Yeah, number 3, Mr. Brownstone won by a landslide. This was actually like the 3rd. This came in 3rd place.
It could have changed though.
It could have changed because I think we kind of went to this
Yeah.
song for a reason, and I know we've been getting a lot of patrons to come over to Discord to vote a lot. So I'm like, why the fuck did we choose Civil War when it came in 3rd place? So I'm pretty sure we thought that Civil War had been ahead at some point.
Yeah.
So just to acknowledge that for people who look and say, why the hell did y'all do this one? Because we just fucked up. That's why. We just thought that Civil War had won for whatever reason. So, but it was a good fuck up though.
Man,
it
great.
worked out.
You killed that fuck up.
Yeah.
You killed it. And not only that, man, the subject matter. I want to revisit this song to kind of sit with that because I was enamored by what was being said too. You know what I mean? Regardless of how you feel about, you know, what you know, the subject matter, but I think it's just written well. I think it's something intriguing that I could probably get into on top of the shit. Just
Yeah, that grocery store line, ain't it fresh? Remember he said something like that?
I know.
We're definitely going to be doing more from Guns N' Roses. It makes me excited to do more from Guns N' Roses. So yeah, give us continue to vote on those polls and we'll get it right next time and choose the one that's the number 1 option. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. Again, join Discord. Check us out on Patreon as well. It's a great way to support the channel. The information for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Los Vegas.
we out.